everyone. Welcome to hell. It's Monday. And just for all the people who are here. Peace to everyone. So, what's going on in everyone's world today? Microphone is a bit stuttery. So, what's going on in everyone's world today? It might have been because I had my fan blowing at it. Yeah, I have a little fan here that I have a little fan right here. I keep next to my computer, and I was cleaning carpets a little bit ago, and I had it blowing on me because I was sweating to death. So I forgot to move it. So hey, I cleaned the sofa. I mean, a little bit, not like totally, but I cleaned it a little bit. I think Simon's mad at me. I took his Apple IIs away. Hi, Simon. You want to come here? Say hi to everybody? Come on, say hi. Simon says hi. He's purring. I'm trying to get a hold of my trash company to haul this thing away. I talked to my stepson today. He's gonna hopefully come down and give me a hand to get it out of the house. So, hi, Simon. What you doing, Cracker? What you doing, Cracker? Oh. So we got two we got two G4's to fix today. I have parts here to fix both of them. Although the cat can have all the eeps he wants. The problem is he can't hear them. I can call him anything I want, and he still just looks at me. Yes, it being the couch. So, but I found out about 3 hours ago, apparently my landlord is selling the apartment building, and they're coming tomorrow to walk through all the apartments. So I'm trying to get this disaster cleaned up a little bit. So we got Steve, Jay, Trina, Hollian, Alex, Mike. So we got a fan for the Quicksilver. I already installed it in the frame. And a power supply for the Sawtooth. I just realized that the Sawtooth only has a 155 watt power supply. So yeah, I'm not too crazy about this because I got a really awesome landlord, and he doesn't bother us, we don't bother him, and it's just I don't know what we're gonna do. So I don't know what these people are gonna do. We don't actually have leases or anything, so for all I know, he could come in and these people could come in and just evict everybody, and there's not really a damn thing we can do about it. So we'll see what happens. So yeah, well, technically I still own a home too, but I can't live in it. You're gonna have to get down, sweetie. Come on, get back on your sofa. So So we got 7 people here. So guess we can get started. I'm going to work on the sawtooth first. Yeah. Because my ex-wife lives in it. I don't think she would really appreciate me living there. That's why I can't live in a house that I own. And my landlord has never had leases on his apartments, so he's never had any issues that required having a lease, so yeah. Well, there'd be plenty of room down there if we got rid of all the Macs, or if we at least cleaned them up. I could make an apartment out of the basement. Hell, half his basement's the size of my whole apartment. Yeah, well, I'm not that cruel. She's on disability and she doesn't really make that much money, so I'm not mean enough to kick my ex-wife out of the trailer. Kind of hoping she'll die so I can get it. Because that's always a real possibility, as bad as her health is. So it's one of the reasons I never signed it over. Oh yeah, we can't evict the bunnies, huh? Well, damn it. Well, that sucks. Oh, thanks, Trina. Aren't you a dear? I don't know if I'd want to live in the land of toxic goo and radioactive waste, though. Like I said, when it comes to my ex-wife, I'll just let nature take its course. So it's called patience. Patience is a virtue. Yeah, radioactive rabbit poo. Oh my gosh. So I got this monster. So I'm going to do a couple of changes to this machine while I have it on the table here. Yeah, that's true. I mean, I guess I could possibly get some superpowers. I'm not sure if the superpowers I'd get from being in New Jersey would be the ones I'd want. I'd probably get like the superpower of like can only drive 30 miles an hour in the fast lane on the highway. So, well, fortunately I have a car and a job. Not a very good paying job, but I have a job. So take what I can get at this point. I'm actually working on getting a second job at this junction. So yeah. So I need to go get some screws. I'll be right back. goodness. So Boots wanted to say hi. She was upset with me because I moved her bed. Oh. So, I have a Zip 100 drive. I think I took it out of one of these machines. I'm going to put it back in because, first of all, I can't put a million hard drives in this computer anyway, like I wanted to. So, might as well make use of the space inside the machine wisely. And since I had to pull this out anyway, now's a good time as any to put the zip drive in. Well, if I can find a screw that will actually go in this thing. Boots is very bad, but she gets away with everything because she's cute. Little twerp. Both her and her sister. They're both bad. Hi Thomas, how you doing? My superpower would be I know oh my gosh. Well, knowing my luck, that would be it. So there we go. So we got the Zip 100 remounted back in here, and then I do have the appropriate face for it. Now we can fiddle with this power supply. And something I found out the other day, this thing is a pain in the ass. Because not only do you have that screw in the back, but come on, Betsy. But then there's 3 hex screws in the back here too. Luckily I keep hex keys in all my toolboxes. And I haven't actually looked at this thing. I don't know. This power supply in this machine kind of resembles a regular ATX power supply that a PC uses. I don't know if anybody has looked into that, but it seems very similar. Yeah, well, that's what this one's going to end up being, Mike. One of these. I don't even know. Truthfully, I don't know if that zip drive works. I know the one in the Quicksilver does. Yeah, he's always supervising. He's always watching. He wants to make sure I do it right. I don't know who designed this, but they should be shot. Everything else on this computer is so easy to work on until you have to swap out a power supply. And then it's like the worst thing in the freaking world. So we got one Akbel power supply. Now this one here says, this one here is only 126 watts. So yeah, probably, but I don't feel like taking the fan assembly out. So this one here is a Delta, and this one has 155 watt output. So hopefully this one will fare better. Of course, I'm not going to put all the extra hard drives in it like I had before either. Oh God, if you guys insist, I guess I'll take the damn fan shroud out first. How does this one come out? Oh yeah, that's right, this one. Tell you one thing we're going to do here. We are going to work on it also because it is very tight in here. Okay. Well, might as well do some housekeeping. Dust Batman. Okay. Oh Lord, Wendy's watching. Hi, Wendy. Vacuum this while we're at it. Is that better? I haven't had a chance to change it yet, Wendy. So it's funny, I'm working on this. I was talking to Steve earlier, and I was reviewing my live stream videos that I've done, and I got a copyright strike on one of my live streams. I'm like, oh, you gotta be kidding me. That's different. Different power supply. Oh, Jesus, Christopher. Well, I guess this one is not going to get fixed tonight. Hey, Bruce. So between the regular sawtooth and the gigabit Ethernet model, they changed the power supply. The new power supply has more pins on it than the old one. Why, you going to bring me a power supply, Steve? Trina, he drives a Prius. He's not coming here very fast, trust me. So, well, I guess this one will be put on hold temporarily. It will, however. Yeah, I know you would, Steve. Now, if I lived that much closer, you'd probably just be here. Or I'd be there. I have 10, Wendy. Yeah, well, not all is lost, Bruce. I mean, I still have the Quicksilver yet. Yeah, I blame Bruce too. That sounds fair. Those damn Aussies. I kind of doubt he will tonight. It's pretty late for him. I mean, it's the next day there. It's Tuesday morning, I think, over there now. I could be wrong. I probably am. I usually am. Well, oh, it's 11 a.m. Oh, yeah, that's right. It's not late, it's early. What am I thinking? Oh, you might, Trina. You never know. So, we're going to just put this one on hold for the time being. Something tells me this case is going to be significantly lighter. Yes, hello, Wendy's mom. Let's put the faceplate on so we know at least where that is. Alright. So, well, we will put this one back in its hole for now. Oh, well, if I would have known you were going to stream tonight, Bruce, I wouldn't have streamed. I just assumed you weren't going to stream because it's a work day. But that's what I get for making assumptions, I guess. Well, if you want, I can hang up, Bruce, and you can stream. Okay, that won't fit because that's the wrong one. Oh my lord. Well, I feel like an idiot. Oh, when I start throwing shit around, then you know I'm getting pissed. I haven't thrown anything yet. I haven't thrown anything for a while, actually. I mean, the power supply mix-up is just me assuming that, you know, Apple would actually like use the same freaking power supply for the same freaking computer, but no, not happening. Now this machine I understand. You know, this is a different architecture, but you know, I'm actually pretty good at working on this wobbly table without anything falling off, believe it or not. I've actually turned this into an art form, Wendy. I'm actually extremely adept at working on this thing. What you should be saying, Wendy, is I'm amazed Steve can find anything in his basement as filthy as it is. Oh, shit. Yeah, Simon is kind of known for knocking stuff down. He hasn't lately, though. He actually hasn't gotten on the table out here too much. So what we're attempting now is probably dumb, but I'm going to do it anyway. I'm going to attempt to put these dual 250 gig hard drives into Quicksilver. For the simple intention of making a old school file server out of it, possibly. Which is what I was going to do with the Sawtooth. But it obviously had other plans. There it is. So, we got to work with what we got. It's a teeter-totter. Hopefully I won't have to work with this wobbly ass table too much longer. Hopefully. Depends on what happens here in the next week or two. Of course, knowing my luck, I'll probably end up losing my freaking apartment anyway. So... and at that point, I'm just going to tell 2020 to go fuck itself. Because that's about how I am right now. Yeah, well, these guys, from what I understand, are just coming to take a look at the place. I don't think there's even a guarantee that these are actually the people buying it. I think they're just coming to take a look at it. At least according to what my landlord's nephew told me. I guess they're coming just to check out the layout and everything and whatnot. So, I mean, there's no guarantee that they're even going to buy it, but just the fact that he's selling it at all, just, you know, just bugs me. I mean, I can't blame the poor guy. He's in his 80s, you know, so, I mean, gotta cut the poor guy some slack, but you ever need to vent to Mike? Everybody vents to me. You know, it's just like everything else in this year, you know, it's just never rains but it pours, you know. Beginning of the year, I lost the shack, and last month my fiance walked out on me. So I figure I'm probably due to have the something else happen. At the rate things are going right now. Let's try using the right screw, dumb shit. Oh. Thank you, Trina. Hug received. Yeah, hopefully, Steve. Of course, I just realized there's no video card or memory in this computer. I must have taken it all out. I probably took it out for the sawtooth. Hi, Floof. Ugh. Man, that screw's fiddly. Which cat is what? Oh, I didn't even see a cat go by. Oh. Are you talking about this one? This floofy jerk? This big fluffy butt? I call this one Fluffy Butt. He's just a big brat. Yep, that's this one, Trina. He's always between my legs, up my legs, laying on my legs. He's never too far away. He's a Maine Coon, so it's not terribly surprising. He's always somewhere within arm's reach. So Oh, let's see what we got memory wise. There's a 512. SDDR, SDDR, SDDR. Got here. DDR. 64 megs. Wow. Big 32 gig, 32 megs. No idea what it says Apple on it. That's DDR. There's a 512. 256. DDR. Who the hell knows? DDR2. 128. Okay. Alright, let's see here. We got 256, 512. I think that's a 64. And a 512. Okay, so we can put a gig and a half in there. Or a gig and a quarter. Oh, yeah. I got DDR memory coming out of my butt. Unfortunately, I don't have any DDR computers here at the house to use it. I don't have it. Oh wait, I do. Yeah, the iMac G4 takes DDR. I lied. The 20-inch one does. The 17-inch one takes PC 100. But the 20-inch iMac takes DDR too. I forgot about that. Or it takes DDR. Okay, so I need a video card. Which, I know where that is. I just found it on the couch and just put it away. I remember why I took this out. Because I couldn't find my ADC adapter. And here it was in my damn toolbox this whole time. Or not my ADC adapter, but my DVI adapter. Once I get everything situated here, I'll bring my ADC monitor home. I think this is a GeForce 2MX video card with 32 megs on it. I know it's not the most exciting thing in the world, but it works. So, Trina, do you actually have a memory tester, or are you just testing it in a computer? The ADC monitor, it's Apple Display Connector. They came out with it in the early 2000s. It's the one that takes that funky port. Yeah, it's basically a DVI monitor, but it also feeds power and USB through the video card. There's very few video cards that actually have it. So, it was actually available all the way up to the G5, so, because my G5 tower that I have at work actually has an ADC port on it, so I don't use it. I just use a regular monitor on it. Alright, so I got memory, I got video, And disk drives. Okay. Yay! Oh yeah. I'm actually kind of surprised you didn't know what it was. I mean, non-Mac people never know what it is, but it was, it was really cool because, you only had one wire going to your monitor. So that was cool. But the fact that you needed to buy like a $200 adapter to make a regular DVI monitor work kind of sucked. Or a $200 adapter to make the ADC monitor work on anything else. So whoops. Figure 8 ain't gonna help. Funny thing, I had for quite some time I actually had my my 23-inch cinema display, or 22-inch cinema display, however big it is, hooked up to my Mac Mini. I had it going from HDMI to DVI, from DVI to ADC. It worked fine until Catalina was installed, and then once Catalina installed, it all went to shit. And the monitor never worked properly. It worked, just not like it was supposed to. So I ended up I got these two 23-inch Dell monitors here at the house, and I took my 24-inch Gateway monitor to work, which is actually just an LG, rebranded LG. Really nice monitor though. So it's never freaking long enough. Oh my god. And then you have Apple, who decides that we're going to put the shortest freaking cable on the keyboard humanly possible for a computer that 99% of the people that use it are going to put on the floor. Oh. Well, then you and I can speak PC anytime, Trina. Trust me, I'm well versed in PC. Oh well. Jay'll live. Well, I guess we'll see if anything happens here. Right? Alright. Fire and all. Yeah, I actually have quite a few PCs, Trina. I mean, most of your generic-ish PCs don't really hold a lot of interest for me. But, you know, things like PS2s, of course. You know, anything that's kind of weird and different will always pique my interest, even if it is a PC. So funny thing about that, Trina, is I actually after the stream, I actually got Windows 98 to install on that digital PC that I was playing with. And it took me 45 minutes to find a key code that actually worked with it online for Windows 98 2nd edition. I must have typed in 30 different key codes. That's 25 characters each time. That was freaking annoying. So I have it running. Oh, I did switch out. I switched out the hard drive for a compact flash drive on a adapter, and it worked. It's a little faster. I mean, it's Windows 98. It's only comparatively faster when you're comparing it to itself, but you know, I mean, it doesn't run bad. But I'm having issues getting drivers and stuff to load properly, which is, you know, typical Windows thing. And I just kind of gave up for now. That's where I was. I was on WinWorld PC. That's actually where I downloaded it from. And I had to go through. I was going through the keys that they had on the actual Windows 98 page weren't working, so I had to go through and look in the forums and stuff that they have on there. And they always have guys posting keys for various things. Well, they have one guy had like 35 different keys. So I did finally find one that works though. Oh, and then on top of that, so I opened up my laptop, and it's, you know, my old AMD Duron laptop. If you guys watch my videos, I did a video on it about the bridging the gap, and it needed to be activated. I'm like, oh my god. And since it has no internet, and you can't activate Windows XP online anyway, I had to call in twice, because the first time I screwed something up and didn't give it enough numbers. So yeah, it was fun the other day. PS2. Hey, PS2 model 308086 is actually a pretty good machine. At least that one's ISA. I don't know if I say that a Model 30 is limited. I mean, obviously it's limited to what it'll run on a 8086, but they're not bad machines. Hey, that's twice the speed of the original PC. 8 megahertz. And it's a 16-bit processor. Yeah, that's exactly what I did, Trina. I screwed the numbers up. I ended up like one block ahead of the computer, and oh my lord, it was just. And then of course it doesn't say there's a problem with the number you entered. It's like, would you like to try again? No, it just hangs up on you. I rebooted because it wasn't booting. There's no reason it should take 5 minutes for the Mac OS X install to load. It should load up in about 4 minutes, tops. Yeah. Well, you know, if you want, you can actually rip Ashton. You can actually tear the 8086 out and replace it with an NEC V. I think it's V30, and really get some more speed out of it. Well, that's cute. So apparently the Quicksilver also only recognizes 128 gig drives. I'm not so much installing Leopard. I wanted to run disk utility. Actually, if I run anything on here, I'm probably going to run Tiger server. Yeah, Tiger wasn't booting. I need to redo my. I need to redo the installer. I think something might have gotten corrupted. So it's only recognizing these 250 gigabyte hard drives as 128 gigs each. So that's kind of dumb because now I'm losing half the hard drive, over half the hard drive. So I guess if I want to use anything bigger than 128 gigs, I guess I have to go to a Quicksilver or a MDD. So well, this sucks. What to do? Well, I'm not going to install Leopard on here. It's only recognizing 1 gig of memory. So the extra 256 megs I put in isn't working, which is fine. 1 gig's actually enough for this machine. See, it only recognizes 128 gigs. No, it's set. I mean, this computer, you figure, this computer came stock, I think with a 60 gig? Yeah. So this computer came from the factory with a 60 gig hard drive. And that was considered pretty humongous back in 2001. So you know, it's not really surprising that there's a RAM ceiling on here. It's just annoying. You know, especially when you have a huge stock of large IDE drives that you want to use. So, but that's no big deal. I'll pop the 80 back in. I don't know what I'll do. I'll figure something out. So, shameless, not self-promotion. Go visit Steve's channel. He hasn't been streaming anything lately. I don't know why. I think we should all yell at him for not streaming anything. So, yeah, I know there's a PCI ATA card. They're available. I don't know if I want to spend the money on it or not. You know, when it comes to the computers right now, I kind of, you know, I don't know. It depends. I mean, I wouldn't mind, you know, getting a PCI ATA card. I mean, that would be pretty cool. But if I'm going to go through the trouble of getting a PCI card, I mean, why not get a PCI SATA card or an MV2ME, you know, or something like that? You know, it's just that sort of deal. It's like, why worry about just getting an ATA card when, you know, when there's so many other options available right now. So I'll look into it. I think if I'm going to go the route of actually getting a PCI card, I'll probably look into just getting a PCI SATA card. Oh, hi, Queen of Darkness. Come here. Come here. Lydia. Come here. Look, Queen. Okay, fine.
Smash that like button.
Whoops. There you go. Smash that like button. Yeah, don't forget Bruce. Everybody has to go see Bruce. Yeah, I'm not exactly sure what's available. I've never actually gotten into I've never really gotten into putting a PCI hard drive controller in a Mac before. So, and you know, it's one of those things, you know, if I'm going to do something like that, it's like I might as well, truth be told, I might as well just get you know, might as well just get a the best one I can. And then I have to look and see exactly what's available, and I shouldn't say what's available, but more what will work. So looks like a Sonnet Tempo. Say like this here. This is probably more what I would go for. You know, I could put 2 SATA devices in, and the only thing I would really have to do is I just have to get a Molex, a standard Molex to serial ATA power adapter, which actually I think I have a few. So I don't know if I don't know if these are still available. mean, I know they're not. I know they're not available from Sonnet themselves, but I'm sure if I look hard enough, I'd probably find one. Or if any of you guys ever come across one. I can't imagine they're very expensive anymore. But I'll definitely look around. I'll get something that's, you know, reasonable price-wise. I'm not going to spend a crap load of money on these machines. But serial ATA would be a lot better. At least with serial ATA, then I could use an SSD fairly easily. That'd be something I'd talk to Hrutkay about, because that's the kind of stuff that he gets into. So, well, we busted out on one computer and we got another one at least working. I have to put the old hard drive back in it. So, and go from there. I don't really have anything else to work on today. My MacBook's been working pretty reliably since we got the fan control working again. I mean, it still runs hot, but you know, it's not overheating. So yeah, I'm not paying $155, Mike. It's more than I paid for like all the G4 computers in my house. Hell, that's more than I paid for my iMac G5. I'll find one somewhere. I could always put some, when I have a couple extra bucks, I can put some feelers out on like low-end Mac or something. Maybe somebody will have one. I know Jay's not hanging around, so he, I don't know if he has any or not, because he's into the G4's. Hell, Steve probably has one or two sitting in his basement he probably didn't even know about. Good stuff. So, yeah, whatever, Steve. When you say anything about plugging you, I was just talking shit about you. We were looking at serial ATA cards for the PowerMac G4, and I just said, I said Steve probably has 2 or 3 of them sitting in his basement he probably didn't even know about. So, but oh, Steve, if Steve had one, believe me, he would help me out. So, if it wasn't for Steve, I probably wouldn't have. If it wasn't for Steve and Jay, actually, I probably wouldn't have half the stuff I do. So, either through assistance one way or another, or, you know, recommendations, because almost all this is equipment that I'm using for the streaming, all the cameras, the capture device, the video scaler, and everything. That's all from Steve. I mean, he didn't buy it for me. He told me what to get, and you know, what works and what doesn't work. So, and I have Jay to thank for my Mac Pro. I mean, he sold me this thing pretty cheap. So, you know, Loading a SCSI 2 SD, yeah. I wouldn't. That's something else I'd like to get. That I don't know if I want to get a SCSI 2 SD or if I want to get a floppy EMU first. I kind of want to get a floppy EMU for the simple fact that I can use it on both the Apple II and the older Macs. So, mostly for the Apple II. So, knock on wood, I really haven't had any trouble so far with the old SCSI drives failing yet. I've been pretty lucky. All of my PowerBooks have good SCSI drives in them. My Mac Classic 2 has a good SCSI drive in it. Those are the only computers I have to have them. Mainly the PowerBooks. They're the ones I'm more worried about. I still have a bunch of 50-pin SCSI drives stashed away somewhere. I think they might be in my ex-wife's house with my SE30. So, which Steve and I are going to go liberate that in my Macintosh Plus here one of these days. So, oh, you don't have any, Steve? Oh well. It's just surprising. You seem to have everything else. French OS. Oh wow, that's interesting. Yeah, that was back in the days when if you wanted a specific localization of Mac OS, you had to buy that specific localization. You know, it wasn't like the newer versions where you pretty much got 1,000 different languages on the CD or DVD. You know, and I think it's funny. I just installed Mojave. I just installed macOS Mojave back on my 2012 Mac Mini on Christmas Eve, and I was just thinking, it's like you go into install options, and it's just like the only thing it says there is Mac OS. It doesn't give you any languages or printers or anything like that. It just installs everything, you know. So, well, luckily I can get pizza, and I can go to Steve's house. So, and Steve can come here. He just has to drive the van so he has PA tags so nobody questions him. So, yeah, we're going to do that early next year, Steve. So, I think I'm going to hang it up for the night because it's Monday. I'm kind of tired. I'm going to have to take a half a day off work tomorrow to clean this place up. So, midnight, hey pretty girl. Oh, let's see here. I don't know if you can see her. That's Midna Grace right there, the black one. And you can't really see him, but that's Shadow back behind her. I can't get within like 5 feet of that cat. She's very skittish. She doesn't like anybody. So, yeah, I mean, you can get IDE to SATA, you can get SATA to IDE. I mean, that's all well and good, but the problem is you're still going to be stuck with the 128 gig limit on the controller inside the computer. That's what I need to get. That's what I want to get around. So, but we'll figure something out. Anything is possible. Trust me. Anything is possible. So, on that note, I'm going to hang it up for the night. I want to thank everybody for coming. We got Trina, Sadmac, Steve Thomas Armstrong. Let's hear Mike Mullet, Alex Park, Ashton Norman, Collian, I know Jay was here. Jay's wife Wendy was here. Which, by the way, Jay's wife Wendy is the one that did my my logo. The one that you see at the bottom of the screen right now. She's the one that designed that. So she did all of my my logos. Steve did a couple as well. Who else do we have here? That looks like that's about it. So I want to thank everybody for coming. And I'm going to see what we can do about this power supply problem. I guess I'll have to see if I can find a gigabit Ethernet power supply somewhere. So I wonder if my supplier in New Jersey would have one by chance. So, and maybe Saturday I have a Snow White iMac here that I'm actually going to give to somebody. So I might actually tear it open, and see if we can get it working. I haven't had it working since I've had it, so we might do that on Saturday just for shits and giggles. So, like, subscribe, go to Facebook, go to Patreon, throw me a buck if you want. If you don't, that's fine. You know, I'm still going to be here whether you do or not. So, I'm going to wish everyone a wonderful night. Stay safe and enjoy the rest of your week.